All right, happy Thursday, everyone.
Happy
Today, our
Thursday.
topic is how to get the most out of your devices. So, as a table of contents, we'll go through a bit about the history, some essential apps every day for everyday use now, how to optimize your battery life, troubleshooting common issues, which we all deal with, and how to stay safe online. So, let's briefly go through some of the history. Well, in the early days, mobile phones were primarily used by businesses because of such the high costs. Then we started getting portable technology where there were flip phones and other compact designs like the Nokia and making mobile devices more mainstream. And then we had the smartphone revolution. And nowadays, you pretty much have a phone in everyone's pocket, all thanks to companies like Apple and Samsung. And they're basically just mini computers that can solve so many different things with faster processors, larger screens, and better cameras. So, what are some of these essential apps we have nowadays? Well, there's those surrounding health and wellness. So, there's apps like Calm, which offer guided meditation, breathing exercises, and sleep stories to help reduce your stress. There's also GoodRx, which compares prescription prices at local pharmacies to help you find the best deals. And even those that help you track what medications you're supposed to take each day, like a schedule. Of course, the ones that often everyone uses are those surrounding communication. So there's WhatsApp for easy to use messaging and video calls to stay in touch with your loved ones all across the world, and also Facebook to stay connected with friends and families where you can share updates, photos, and videos. There's also those about surrounding entertainment, like Audible, where you can listen to audiobooks just from your phone, and those where you can stream music like Spotify or Apple Music. Now, there's also these essential apps, which often come inbuilt into your phone the first time you get it. So there's stuff you could download, like the Citizen app, which helps you stay informed about local incidents like crime and emergencies. But also stuff like Find My iPhone or Find My Device, where I use quite often when I misplace my AirPods, I can quickly ping it, or even in more dire circumstances, your phone or even like a laptop and iPad. So now, how do we optimize their battery life? Well, to maximize your device's battery, you're going to want to consider a lot of different things. So let's break this down. We have brightness. So if you lower your screen brightness or enable auto brightness from settings, you can save energy. And often you do that by just swiping down at the top right, and we can show you that in the tech discussion room. There's also different power saving modes, like lower power mode on iPhone or battery saver on Android, and turning off unused features like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or GPS when you don't need it. You can also limit your background activity by closing the unused apps and reducing notifications, which would also help clear up unnecessary um, pinging on your phone from all these different apps. So let's troubleshoot some common smartphone issues now. Well, one's obviously slow performance. This happens all the time to some of us. So you can help this by closing unused apps that are running in the background and restarting your device because it'll clear these temporary files and refresh the performance. You can also check your storage, and what's often most helpful is to delete unnecessary files, apps, or even photos. There's also connectivity problems like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So the first step is to check that it's powered on. So go on your settings, make sure it's off. Make sure if it's off, to click it back on. Also, you can forget the device and reconnect it, and you can unplug, replug your Wi-Fi routers if these issues persist, just to give it a nice restart. There's also the unresponsive screen issue. For this, you're going to want to make sure there's no moisture on it and force restart the device if the issue persists. And if you still have any issues, you can obviously contact us and we'll help you out. So now, staying safe online. So, what are some tips? Well, there's the big one, which is to use strong and unique passwords, often using complex passwords with a mixture of letters, uppercase, lowercase, and symbols. and avoiding the easily guessable ones that involve your name, birth date, or any common words like password 123. Also, beware of these different phishing scams. So don't click on these suspicious links or open attachments from people you don't know. So just all in all, be cautious if you're asked to share sensitive information. Now, also make sure you're using secure Wi-Fi networks. Whenever you're doing something like a sensitive transaction with banking or shopping, avoid using the public Wi-Fi networks because they're less safe. And also limit sharing your personal information online. Often we always hear about our social media presence, and it's true that even if we try and delete something, it often does persist. So be mindful of what you share on social media and websites and avoid posting sensitive information. So if you want to see battery life, you click on battery, and this is where lower power mode is going to be. So if your battery's low, you can click it on there. There's also display and brightness, where you can change the different mode between light and dark on your phone. You can even change text size, bold your text, and change the brightness. And there's all kinds of these different things which we would be happy to tell you about in the tech discussion room. But for now, that will conclude our presentation, and thank you all for listening.